Black Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, two opposing messages that hardly ever overlap until they do here.
And there's a conversation that Black lives should matter. There's also a conversation that Blue Lives Matter. When you hear those phrases, what do they mean to you? And are they mutually exclusive?
You know, people's lives matter. The job, being a police officer, you see death and, you know, violent death a great deal. Yeah. The concept that someone's life should means less because of the color of their skin or their, you know, economic background or any of those peripheral issues is wrong and should be foreign to all of us. Unfortunately, that's not the case. This is not a zero-sum game. It's not one or the other. We need to understand that, you know, there are historic reasons why Black people find themselves in the positions they are, and, you know, systemic racism isn't a myth. It's a fact. I've been here 59 years. You know, I've been Black the whole time, and you know, I didn't need anyone to tell me about what systemic racism is and how it impacts your life. I've had it impact my life, but I'm also confident that we're moving in the right direction, and that the work that I've done and that Carissa and Brandon are doing and will do in the future will move that ball forward.
What it do, fam?
What up?
What up?
Go ahead.
We are about to get into the shits.
Oh yeah, the shits.
So here it goes.
The shits.
One, no apologies.
Oh man,
I'm straight out of it.
Man. I looked for some
I am
earlier.
gonna get critics
Fresh
on this
out.
one.
Yeah.
On both sides. Both sides. I'm about to get critics because
But I got a question for you.
yeah,
Do you give a fuck?
nope, not at all.
Oh.
See, I'm gonna say something that's gonna trouble you, that's gonna upset you, that's gonna probably dismantle your thoughts of how this world works.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I am going to ball that shit up,
In a ball.
and then I'm gonna throw that shit away, and I'm gonna do it in a nice fashion, right? I'm gonna fuck that. I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna dream shake that shit. I'm going to launch more than that bitch.
And you gonna give me You said
Well-
Patrick Ewing. Well, if anybody
no, fuck
cares,
no, that nigga ugly as shit.
if anybody cares about what people think, it's got to
My
be
bad,
Jack.
my
So go ahead, tell him, Jack. tell him how much you gonna care about their feelings, man. Go ahead, talk
Oh
to
yeah,
him.
man. Oh yeah, man. I care about everybody's feelings, man. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
care so much that hey, it's gonna be something in this particular pod, this one right here, that I'm going to say. And when you get your feelings about it, I'm just gonna remind you. I'm gonna let you know. Simply, we can go to rallies, buy you a nice large steak with one of those thin little stir straws from
Starbucks.
You talking
Starbucks
about
coffee
little
shop.
coffee stirs?
Yeah, coffee stirs.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Your
can suck
local
it the fuck up.
convenient
Ooh,
gas
You
station.
can suck that motherfucker the fuck up. And by
Yeah.
the time you get done sucking that motherfucker up, you're gonna probably figure out that I just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Yes.
Yes, and it is your boy, you know, Sean DeVoy, representing this No Apologies movement. And I think about you guys' feelings all the time. I do. I think about it. I sometimes I sit back and I wonder, I'm like, am I too honest? Like, should I care about what people think? Sometimes. And the answer is it's always no. So what you can do, stand up straight, turn around, bend over backwards. I need you to bend over backwards. All right? turn your head, stare straight in your ass. Because I don't give a shit.
Damn.
Now, let's get to the shits.
So here's the subject matter. Black Lives Matter versus Blue Lives Matter. BLM. The BLMs. We're going to see, in our opinion, the difference, and do we believe in them?
All right.
I'm scared.
So, Jack Anthony,
Ooh.
what are your thoughts?
Well, let me first start off with Black Lives Matter. I'm gonna start there first. As a black man, as a black American citizen, as someone, as a black veteran that served his country proudly, when it come down, when the Black Lives Matters agenda first started, when it started, you know, I'm all for it. And the reason is because it is a focus, and this is what I feel. From the directions, what I was feeling is that it's a focus on the mistreatment of black individuals when it come down to the police. And you know, now with that being said, I was, you know, also military police. So I agree with both the side of the police, and I also agree with the side of me being a black man. I am not, I don't feel like I'm above the law. I don't feel like just because I've been somewhere or done something, I'm excluded. But I have been racially profiled by the police, even being a veteran. I've been racially profiled several times and mistreated by the police. And mainly in St. Louis, Missouri, this happened. And the county is in Ferguson, Missouri. So anybody that's watched this podcast and know about Ferguson Police Department and Dalewood Police Department, they know. They know. Now, I don't know how Ferguson Police Department is today, but I know back then it was a mistreatment. And, you know, it just, they treat people different. So when it comes down to the Black Lives Matters movement, I totally agree with that. Now, as far as to the best of my knowledge that I have personally researched, I feel the Black Lives Matters is a good thing that help people. I have not really deeply researched the Black Lives Matters agenda and things like that. I just pretty much touched the light surface of the Black Lives Matters movement from the social media hype and things like that, and the marches and the stuff like that. And so all those things that occurred, I agree with all those things. The reasons why those things occurred, I agree with all those things. You know, I totally agree with everything that happened there. I do 110%. You know, now when it come down to the looting and you know, turning your place upside down, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with destroying your neighborhood because of that. I think that's the most terrible. I think that is something that's bad, that's terrible to the cause. Now, with that being said, do I feel like it was members inside the Black Lives Matters movement that did it? It was probably some that did, but I mainly believe that it was individuals that's outside that was causing or making it appear to have that inside corruption, that inside destruction and stuff like that. So, as far as just the movement in itself and, you know, the support, I definitely support Black Lives Matters. I support, you know, all my fellow, all of my fellow Black people that is out there that's struggling, that's being profiled and things like that. I I love all races, all denominations, all whatever race you come from. I'm not racist. I'm not racial. I'm not prejudiced against any other race. Whatever whatever God or deity that you worship, I respect it. Whatever sexual preference that you have, I absolutely respect it. So I'm not against any of those things. Um, and I love every single body. Now, with that being said, all lives do matter. Everybody life on this earth, everybody life in this country, pertainingly, mainly we talking about this country and everything that happened. Everybody life does matter. Everyone lives does matter. But at the time of what we was pushing this agenda, it was a focus strictly on Black lives because of the incidents that was happening to the Black men and women in our communities. So that's why I said I support them on that notion. Okay. So let me recap that. I believe that all lives, everybody life, doesn't matter where you from racially, wherever you worship in, it doesn't matter. Everybody matters. But the focus for this particular point, this particular time, is Black lives because of the issues and the things that occurred. Now, shifting over to Blue Lives Matter. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And the reason why I say this is because it's pretty much like what everybody've already heard. It's an occupation. Deciding to be a cop, deciding to serve your community, deciding to be a representative of your community, or being a peacekeeper inside your community is an occupation that you decided to do. It is not something that you was forced to do or you was born into. Okay? You was not born blue. I was born Black. I was not born blue. Nobody was born blue. So Blue Lives Matters is the dumbest shit ever. I do not support Blue Lives Matters whatsoever. However, said, I do support the police.
We're gonna edit that out.
That's $15.
Yeah, that's gotta go.
I do support the police, the men and women that's out there putting their lives on the line and protecting us. The ones that's out there actually doing their job, actually being a peacekeeper inside their community. Look, it's a lot. It's a lot of bad things that happen, but like they say, the bad always outweighs the good. Well, this is that time where the bad is outweighing the good. It's a lot of great, good cops out there, man. I mean, it's phenomenal officers that is a great representative for their respective communities. That they work hard to keep the peace. That knows how to do their job in a professional manner, and they do it. So to all those officers, to all those people that those people that work alongside those officers, and they are doing their thing like that, hats off to you. I respect you, and I want to thank you. I want to personally thank you and ask you to continue to do what you're doing. But to those officers, they know who they are. That's out there overusing and abusing their power. And then trying to push the agenda of a Blue Lives Matter. Like, look, you're that's an occupation. You chose to do that job. If you feel like this job is too much for you, then you can simply just quit. You can simply change your career. You can step out of the field and go to the desk. If it's too much for you, if it's too much for you. But you got to remember, we are United States citizens. We all have rights. We are not prisoners. We are not terrorists. We are not criminals. Just because what you think somebody is doing. For instance, police get called on me. I met somewhere and I'm taking pallets. and the police get called because somebody that don't know what's going on say I'm stealing pallets. But I'm loading these pallets up into my truck, and I drive and I'm getting ready to leave, and I'm about to drive off with these pallets, and I get stopped by the police. It is not a cop's job to firstly assume that I'm stealing. Their first thing to do is to understand and see, to assess the situation and see what's going on. So a good cop or a cop that knows his job would come up and ask questions, even if he feels like this situation may escalate. Now, let's just say that, for instance, that cop comes up and asks me, hey, what's going on? Hey, we was called here. We got a call that somebody was stealing pallets. And I become super hostile. Like, man, this is what I'm talking about. Every time I do something, I'm getting the police called on me. What now, man? What? Like, what did I do? I'm just doing my job here. I can't do my job without the police getting called on me. This is, and of course I'm mad because of my past issues. So I'm mad and I'm hostile. Now, a good cop would recognize that and say, look, hey, he would de-escalate the situation the best way he know how. You got some cops out there that would take that part, that notion, and use that to over-exercise their power. And that's where it can escalate higher and higher until somebody gets hurt, which is probably the person that they accusing or getting accused of stealing, get shot or get beat up and thrown in the back of the car just to find out that he was an employee picking up pallets to transfer to another site. See what I'm saying? Yep. It's the training that occurs, and it's not just training. Look, we can say this. Every cop gets great training, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. They get good training. This is called personal decisions. You got to learn as a cop to, if you got a chip on your shoulder, you need to leave that chip exactly where it's at. But when you out here and you in the community and you're serving the community, you are a representative of our government. You are a representative of your own community. Your job is a peace officer. De-escalate the situation. De-escalate the situation. You don't have to. I'm telling you, it's situations, and I personally know about some of these situations where you can walk into and the situation is super hostile. But a good trained cop, someone that's well-mannered, they know that, hey, I got to de-escalate this situation because this can get worse. Not overexert your power and try to flex and show I'm the law. And when I say sit down, you sit. Like, you ain't gonna never get a positive response from somebody saying that. I just promise you that. So
you know what's so funny about that? Saying that I'm the law, they don't even know the law most of the time.
Exactly. They don't.
That's
know
a funny thing.
But they want to exercise something because they feel that they in the right. Hey, when I tell you to do something, do something. So not all, and I'm gonna say this again, not all cops are like that.
Yeah.
These are to the few that get overly cocky, that think that they above the law, and for some odd reason they get a little piece of power and it goes to their head. Yeah. So once again, Black Lives Matters. I do support from what I've been seeing in the helping of the community and the helping of, just trying to just be there, not for just Black people, but for Black and brown people. I support that. Blue Lives Matters, I do not support. I do support the police and their efforts in keeping our community safe. But that Blue Lives Matter slogan is just terrible. That flag is just absolutely terrible. Matter of fact, that flag is not a part of our constitutional government. And that flag should not be on any vehicle of government. The flag that needs to be on a government is a red, white, and blue flag. That is our United States flag as a country. A black A black and white flag with a blue line going down it is not our flag. That is not something that I will ever represent or respect. I respect the red, white, and blue. That is what I was sworn to protect and what I was sworn to and what I was sworn to uphold. But these other flags, all like these Trump flags and all that stuff, all that is nothing but propaganda. And like I said, I respect the police. I respect their efforts and what they do for our community. And I think those officers that's out there doing their job, putting their lives on the line, protecting us, because it is bad guys out there that's looking to harm people. And they are our line of defense. And I appreciate the efforts and what they're doing. But to those officers that's abusing their powers, that's not following their protocols the proper way, then you guys got to go back and try to find some soul searching and see if you can fix yourself. Because I do believe, call me naive, but I believe that people can change. I do. I wholeheartedly believe people can change, and if a person truly want to change to become better, they can. But it's just a choice that they have to make. So that's my take. That's how I feel. I know everything that I said people ain't gonna agree with, and that's fine. But the thing is, one thing I want to say is I support Black Lives Matters. I know all life matters. Everybody life matters to me. It doesn't matter what race, denomination, or whatever you represent. It doesn't matter. I love all. I love everybody. I don't support Blue Lives Matters, but I do support the hardworking officers that go out there and do their job every day. The whole slogan "Blue Lives Matters" is just utterly disgusting and should be that should be taken away.
Okay. Well, so yes to Black Lives, no to Blue Lives is where you at.
Yeah.
Got you. All right. Well, I'm gonna let Seg go last. I know. I know he waiting. But I'm gonna reverse it. I'm gonna start with the whole Blue Lives Matter thing. You started with Black Lives, Jack. I'm gonna start with blue. This is just my take on it, man. I feel like blue lives do matter. I feel like we shouldn't be openly going around taking blue lives. Like I grew up on blue lives. Like the Smurfs were a big deal to me growing up.
This nigga here, I knew you was going somewhere with this. I'm like, what?
and they didn't do anything to us. So I feel like, why can't we live as one?
Oh God.
But the when I saw
Gargamel in this motherfucker.
like why Gargamel got a method? They ain't do nothing. But when we went to not the Smurfs, man, but as far as blue lives, man, when we went to that planet and we actually saw the Avatar blue people for the first time, like I feel like we should have left them alone and just let them be. Like why we messing with them? Because they blue and they big. Like come on, man. Like
carbon fiber bones.
Yeah, like leave them be. I understand why you shake your head, Jay. All right, look. All right, for real,
Yo,
man.
we needed those rocks, man.
Rocks. Like what I'm saying, like, look, man. Last time I checked, man, nobody here was born blue. They took something. They took something that was serious that was going on across this nation, and they went and they took it and they said, "No, blue lives matter." Why? Because back in the day, we used to call the police boys in blue. So they took that and said, blue lives matter. And my thing is, I think they should have sat down and really thought about that. It was insensitive at the time. They felt like they were being attacked. They felt like their backs were to the wall. And my thing is, good. I'm glad that the police departments everywhere felt like their backs were against the wall. I'm glad that they felt that pressure. You see what I'm saying? I'm glad. I'm happy that it happened. Maybe it changed some people. Maybe there were some people that were going around looking at black people a little different. Maybe there's still white women out there that clutch their purse a little tighter when a black person gets on the elevator with them. Maybe that still happens. But all this social media day and age that we're in right now kind of shine the light on things that have been happening for the past 30, 40, I'm saying 30 or 40 years of my lifetime. Before that, it was worse. It was damn near legal to racially profile black people. You see what I'm saying? So Blue Lives Matter is, when I hear it, I nothing it. I don't hate it. I nothing it. I give it no attention. If it's brought up to me, I see the flag. I was in the United States military. I don't recognize that flag. I don't recognize the flag with just one blue stripe.
There's no nation.
I don't know what that is. So
No national.
I know the flag with the blue box with the 50 stars and the 13 stripes going across it. I know that one, red and white. But to take a serious situation when black people are being killed by the police, and because they feel threatened, they make up something like Blue Lives Matter. You guys got to choose to join the police department in your community. You got to choose that. When I was born this. I was born with this melanin in my skin. I didn't have a choice. So when that's brought up, and then they want to know, how do you feel? Well, if you think Black Lives Matter, what about Blue Lives Matter? I don't know what that is. That's
Show me a blue life.
Like, it's white noise to me. What does that mean? Show me a blue life.
Yeah.
And okay, so what does that mean about black cops? Which side are they on?
Right.
There's something that they can't answer. Are they a blue life? Are they a black life? Are they a black and blue life? Which life are they there? So that whole thing is stupid. Like, what is military? Is that green life? You know what I'm saying? Like, how far are we gonna take this? Like, it's just it wasn't.
Is the Navy deep blue sea?
Yeah,
life?
like desert camo life matter. Like, what are we doing? Like that, it just wasn't thought through. And then when you just really sit back and you get logical, I'm that logical dude. You just sit back and think about it. Like, how dumb does that sound? Like, Blue Lives Matter. Yeah. Do they? Yes. Exactly how I said it at the beginning. Smurfs and Avatar people. Yes. Their lives matter. They ain't bothering nobody. But,
exactly.
But if you can't tell me what side a black police officer lands on, then we can't have a logical conversation. So I would think he'd land on the black lives. That's what I would think. Because before he was a police officer, he was black. Simple. So Blue Lives Matter, I nothing it. It is shut up. It's like a little chihuahua biting on your shoelace. Like, go on somewhere. That's the way I look at it. I don't. Now, moving on to Black Lives Matter. Oh, I have a different take. Oh, I support the thought of Black Lives Matter. I support the thought of Black Lives Matter. As far as what do you call them? A group? Is it a group? But as far as that is concerned, I feel like the whole Black Lives Matter movement happens when there is a hot topic and then it dies out. Every single time black person gets wrongfully assassinated by the police, Black Lives Matter. We're loud. 2 weeks later, you hear nothing. And I'm not talking about like you'll hear them here and there. No, I mean, you hear nothing about the about the movement. That's the part that I don't like. The other part, I'm gonna take it somewhere different. And I've had arguments with my fellow black folk about this. And my question, if you want to talk about Black Lives Matter, is do Black lives only matter if we're killed by white police officers?
What about us killing each other?
So when I bring up things like Chicago,
Chirac,
Compton back in the day, parts of New York, down south in the ATL, we killing each other. Do Black lives not matter? Then they want to say, well, it's not the same. It is to me.
It's death.
It is the same to the parent who's got to bury their son or daughter because they were hit by a stray bullet just walking to the store. Does her life not matter because she wasn't killed by the police?
Yeah, or somebody wants your tennis shoes.
Right. They like your jacket. Pow.
Yeah, it was a little girl.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it was a black girl that was recently killed, man. Well, no, I think this was.
She
got hit by a stray bullet. She was at the park playing basketball, got hit by a stray bullet.
Hit by a stray bullet.
But I don't think she died. I think she in the hospital in critical condition. But
well, here's the thing. That's the part that I'm talking about. The fact that's news, right? But people are getting killed in black neighborhoods every day. So do their lives not matter because they were killed by other black people? What is this movement about? Is it only about police brutality? That's the part that I'm unclear. That's the part that I'm like, I'm with that. That's wrong. Duh. I don't think anybody's going to say that, you know what, I agree with the police to just kill black people for no reason, unless you're just 100% racist. But what about those times? So when I bring up those times, they hop on my head. Oh, that's not what we're talking about right now. I'm talking about the message. I'm talking about Black Lives Matter.
See, the thing is, I get what you're saying. Black Lives Matter can't be a part-time thing. It's right. Either you in or out.
Yeah. Do they matter all the time? Is this just for monetary gain? Is there somebody at the head of Black Lives Matter that wanted to get a little money, get a few houses, get caught, then step down?
It looked like
I don't know. I feel like Sad knows, but we'll get to him later.
Yeah,
we'll get to Sad later. What I'm saying is like this is happening with our people, and nothing's being said. I would think that something like that would be wrong. That you are literally exploiting these deaths for your monetary gain. Are we talking about that though? Nope. But it was done under the umbrella of Black Lives Matter. So I can't say that I 100% support the actual organization of Black Lives Matter. I support the message. But my part of supporting the message is I support it to its entirety. You're not going to be able to convince me that us killing us doesn't matter. Us killing us is less than the police killing us. That you're not going to be able to convince me. There are good cops out there. I'm quite sure we all know that. I'm not saying, can't say that all cops are crooked. No, I've met some cool cops, and I've met some cops that are openly racist and have let me know. And you know what? I can actually appreciate that. I'd appreciate that more than the ones that keep it closeted and they're affecting your life from afar. I've had a cop tell me, hey man, I can do whatever I want to. You can do about it. Thank you for letting me know where you stand. I appreciate that. I'm stay away from you, but thank you for telling me. This happened. I'm not going to say where, Arizona, but I'm just saying it's happened. What happened? Did we get interference? Interference? Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Interference in Arizona.
Yeah, interference, Yeah. But yeah, speaking of that iced tea, all I'm saying is if we're gonna support it, Me, I'm going to support the whole thing. And it doesn't just stop at cops killing black people. It stops at us killing us. Why are we still doing that when this is happening? That doesn't make any sense to me. We're in a situation right now where cops is out there just slaughtering on camera, don't give a damn. But yet we still out here talking about we're united. Meanwhile, we're still killing each other because I want that block. Your block is closer to the stadium where I can sell whatever I need to sell. I'm taking you out for it, even though you don't own that block. Trust me, when they want it, and I'm just gonna say when they want to take that block from you,
They coming.
And you're out of there.
Yep.
Period. Nothing you can do about it. All that fighting and warring with your rival crew can be ended when they decide we want to gentrify that neighborhood. Get them up out of there. Nothing you can do about it, but just get up out of there and relocate.
Mm-hmm.
Black Lives Matter. I support it, but I support it to its entirety. I'm sick of seeing us killing each other and then being in an uproar when white people kill us. They looking at us kill us thinking, well, they do it to each other all the time. So what's the big deal?
Yeah, and that's one of the things. That's why I say I do support all life matters, because hey, it's white people out there killing white people, it's Asians out there killing Asians, it's blacks out there killing Asians. It's everybody. Everybody's doing something. So everybody's life matters. Everybody's life matters.
But my thing with that, and I like to its totality, I agree with you. Like all lives matter, but it's not their time right now. It's not their time right now. It's our time. It's our time, and we decided to say Black Lives Matter. If it was that bad for white people, for Asians, for Mexicans, for that, like that, they have an opportunity just like us to come together and say Brown Lives Matter, Asian Lives Matter, White Lives Matter. They had a chance. They didn't. We did. No, you don't get to piggyback off of that now. Let us have our time. Especially white people, y'all had a 400+ year head start. Let us get in our bag right now. Let us do our thing. Don't piggyback off of this. Blue Lives Matter. Let us do our thing and either support it or don't. But yes, all lives matter. But we'll talk about that later. We on camera getting killed, getting put in choke holds, getting knees put in our neck for 8 minutes. That's us. Cops breaking into our apartment, shooting us while we in the bed. Ooh, wrong apartment. Oh, cop goes to trial, gets sentenced to jail. The judge gives her a Bible and a hug. That's what we're going through. Yes, everybody dies, man. Yeah, all nationalities are out here getting killed, man. Yes, absolutely. But let us get ours. And then when ours dies down, which it always does, get in there. Get your Asian Lives Matter thing going. Get some laws changed like they did. There you go. I say they did. I mean, we got a holiday, right?
We got a month, the shortest month of the year.
We got a new holiday in June. We got Juneteenth.
See, here's the thing about them holidays. And then the month. We have to look at it as a reality. Our history is American history.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be localized in a month.
No.
I mean, let's talk about these different wars that our ancestors gave their life for, that if they didn't, would still be under UK rule.
But they,
Talk about that
but
part.
they are celebrating that, man, because all of our ancestors only died in February.
That's the rationale.
This is the history. This is the nation we live in. This is American history. This is where we are at. We have been programmed to deal with all of this BS and just deal with it and move on. That's how we've been programmed since birth. A lot of things we can bring up all day. That's not fair.
They can hold on. They can hold on to any atrocity that has happened to them or any other group of people. But when we try to hold on to any atrocity that happened to us to strengthen us, oh, just forget about it.
Just forget about it. Move on.
Move on.
Move on.
Yep. It's been happening. Been happening for years, man.
But go ahead and finish, my brother.
Yeah. No. I was pretty much almost done. It's that aspect of Black Lives Matter is in its totality. That's what I agree with. But it's in its totality. It's not just about what I'm calling police genocide, because that's what it is. Even though I use that word genocide loosely, because there are other people that have experienced genocides that have taken a toll on their community. So, but it is what it is. They put their hand up the same way when you in the military, you put your hand up when you're done with the police academy and you're sworn to protect your community. We should feel safe with you there, even though where police came from was not a good place. It was not originated for that, but that's a completely different story. And maybe we'll touch on that on another day, but said, Jack, you guys know I'm quite sure you guys know the dark history of
why the
police.
Why
they were originally.
Does it have something to do why hush puppies were created?
They weren't created to, protect and serve. At least us as the melanated. No, they were not. So they had to adapt to that. So maybe they're still adapting. But what I can say is this: it's not like it used to be. At least I can say that. And I've actually, we've had a conversation about that. Said, like, as far as police, as far as racism in general, it's not what it used to be. And I feel like it's not going to happen in our lifetime. I don't feel like we're going to be here when this happens, but eventually I feel like it's going to be completely eradicated because of the new generation coming up, not coming up in those days where hating Black people was the norm. Yeah, it's going to come. Yeah, it's going to come a point where you're not going to be able to be openly like racist like that. All these old people back from those days, they're dying out. New people are coming up. You're starting to see younger people in Congress and younger politicians, and you're starting to see that now. So eventually, man, I feel like it's gonna be eradicated. It's just not gonna happen in our lifetime. I feel like it's a slow crawl, but I feel like it'll get there. But because of pollution and stuff like that, I feel like the Earth's gonna die out by that time anyway, so it doesn't matter. But Black Lives Matter, completely. Blue Lives Matter, Smurfs, Avatar. Yes.
All day.
Blue Lives.
Okay. Well.
Oh wait, and what girly name from
Nige?
Avengers?
Mystique. You talking about?
No. Avengers, not X-Men. But yeah, her life mattered too. Mystique, she blue.
Mystique,
she blue.
Yeah, her
she
life
blue.
does matter.
I'm talking about Avengers. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
She always blue.
Gamora,
She green.
Gamora.
She green. It's her sister that's blue.
Oh, you talking about Nebula.
Her life matters.
Her life matters. Yeah.
Matters. Even Thanos. No, he's not blue. He not blue. He not blue in the movie. No, he's not blue. He like purple.
Yeah, he purple.
He mixed with blue.
Yeah,
Life
he
matters.
got a little bit of blue in it. You know?
Life matters.
You know,
It depends on how the sun.
mulatto,
Right.
mulatto.
Right. He's the he the mulatto of the Marvel universe. Got you. Matters. I'm with that. Absolutely. I said,
All right, here we go.
uh-oh.
God. All right.
I need 3 howevers.
I feel like we
This
need to do
take.
I feel
Or
like you just need
we're
a-
cutting you out of the entire thing, and we're gonna cut it right here. Go.
I feel like we need an introduction when said come, like just
No, I'll give one. Okay, so I have my opinions are similar to some of what you guys said, but some of my opinions are way away from what you said.
What?
no way.
As far as Blue Lives Matter, look, I'm gonna cut it straight to the point. That is a bunch of BS. It was used to undermine what Black Lives Matter was. Just like when you have others who say all lives matter, it was used to undermine Black Lives Matter. Now, we all know that all lives matter, but all lives wasn't saying anything when Black people were being murdered. All lives wasn't saying anything when they had children in internment camps, brown children. They wasn't screaming all lives matter. So when they say it, just to rebut Black Lives Matter, their whole conversation is disingenuous. It is just to undermine anything that you're saying, to make them seem like they're right. So Blue Lives Matter is one, you're flying a flag that doesn't mean shit. You have no nationality, so you don't mean anything. Bottom line. So it's fake, it's false, and it means nothing. One, we're talking about police brutality against a group of people. Nobody's out there just murdering cops for you to even say Blue Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? Cops weren't a target to where they were being murdered. So what are you saying Blue Lives Matter for? Please explain. If you can't, you're just saying it to undermine what another group of people are saying. That's it.
Yep.
So your whole conversation and your whole disposition is disingenuous, and I don't recognize it. It's false. And the flag is false too. Yeah, you want to fly it because you support police. You can support police. I support police. But as a friend to police, as a friend to the government, as a friend to the military, I have the right to tell you when you fucking up. And if you don't want to hear me tell you that you fucking up, then you need to get out the business. If you scared every time somebody says something to you, this is not the job for you. Because it has dangers in it. When I was in the military, yeah, I was scared, but I'm not going to it was rules of engagement. I couldn't just shoot a kid who had an AK-47 walking towards me.
Unless you were told to.
Unless I was told
ordered to do that.
Thank you. So are you being ordered to kill Black people? Brown people? Or are you doing that on your own? And if you're doing it on your own, then I should be filing, listen to me, people. I should be filing human rights reactions, not civil rights. Human rights violations, not civil rights. Anytime you go and file civil rights against the police, you're not going to get anything. And the record has shown that. Try a human rights violation. See how that worked for you. So, so I couldn't give you a high ever in the Blue Lives Matter because it was straightforward. It's a bunch of shit. It's a bunch of shit.
So when it comes out of Blue Lives Matters, you just tell them cut the malarkey.
They cut the malarkey because you have no, you are not there. Tell me who's out there trying to kill you. Tell me what group of people is out there trying to kill the police.
Well,
because black people can go and say, oh, the police are profiling me. Oh, the police pulled a gun on me. Oh, I was 10 years old when the police pulled a gun in my face.
Damn.
Yeah. So tell me, police, when has that happened to you?
Never.
Yeah. You wonder why people are nervous when you're around. You have a gun on your waist that can kill somebody. And your colleagues, not saying you, your colleagues that work with you have used those weapons as mass destruction. And you wonder why people are scared of you? When your police officers will say, I can't tell from my stun gun versus my armed weapon.
That show happened.
I can't tell the difference between a 9mm and a taser.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Only in America.
So why can't they be scared of you? They're going to be. It's only rational.
Yeah.
It's logical to be scared of somebody who they see take people's lives and do nothing. A person can be running away from you and you say you're afraid for your life and you shoot them in the back.
Well, and see that I'm sorry.
That's a coward move.
Yeah, I'm sorry to jump in this real quick, but
go ahead.
I thought, and this is one of the things as a military police officer, and to this day, I thought that when they instituted tasers, it was to cut down on the amount of casualties they had. But when they did that, the amount of casualties when it come down to the people actually went through the roof.
Yes. Because they'll use a taser and they'll use it to the person's detriment, and sometimes they kill them with the taser because they do it too damn much.
Or maybe they thought it was the taser, but it was the gun. They didn't realize that bullets don't come out of tasers. Huh?
Like the kid, like I'm gonna give a prime example. Why people are scared of blue lives.
I don't fear Smurfs.
You went to a park where a child was playing and murdered him. You didn't ask any questions. You hopped out your car and you just start shooting a 12-year-old kid playing with a toy.
You know what said? That actually happened here in California. It was a 59-year-old brown man got killed by a cop because he was shooting at a suspect, and he hit this innocent man and killed him, shooting at a suspect. Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you shooting at a suspect? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Bro, in the military, why?
He's not gonna go to jail. He's not gonna do any time for that.
But in the military, we gotta have positive gun control. There's no way I could just go and shoot into a crowd just because I'm chasing some insurgent or whatever. I can't do that. I have rules of engagement, and it boggles my mind that cops don't have rules of engagement, and if you do, you're not following.
Yeah,
They're
they're not following
choosing.
the proper
They're
protocol.
choosing
Yeah.
not to follow them.
Yeah. And you get off scot-free. Even if you get fired from the police department that you are at, you can go to a different county, different city, and work.
Mm.
And you say Blue Lives Matter? Who are the group of people that's coming after you? Please explain this. So maybe we can support you on your dealings, but you haven't provided anybody that's trying, a group of people that's trying to kill you. So your whole premise is false. So I don't support it. I can't get down with it. Yeah. So leave them on the back burner. Now, woo.
Oh man, you ain't do it. You ain't do it. I thought you was gonna hit him with it. So disappointing.
Well, I told you I can't hit you with the however.
That was a great segue to a however right here.
I know,
but
like, I can't do it with the Blue Lives Matter because that's straight. They straight ass. Straight ass. It ain't no however to it. There's no justifiable.
They straight ass
side to it.
I think we all agree that Blue Lives Matters.
I'm hashtagging that. Hashtag they straight ass. I'm hashtagging that. They straight ass.
Because I'm like, give me the opposition for me to say however. Give me the light at the end of the tunnel to say however to Blue Lives Matter. They did it. They did it to undermine Black Lives Matter. There's no group of people that's out there trying to kill them for you to support Blue Lives Matter. To say that they lives matter. These are men we don't talk about. Yeah, they go through a lot of stuff and they go through a lot of stress, but we don't even talk about the family members of these cops who have a high rate of beating of domestic violence. We don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So what about their families that that some of them, not all, some of them go home and beat? What about their lives?
High divorce rates.
Come on, man. But we don't talk about that part. And I understand. I understand why, because their job is stressful. I'm not going to take away that the job is not stressful, but a lot of times the stress come upon themselves and they make it more stressful than what it needs to be. You're supposed to be an outreach to your community that you serve. However, you abuse your power. You make the people that you serve little than you. They employ you by paying taxes, yet you treat them like they ain't shit. And that's not all cops. That's some. But I could tell you this, and even friends I grew up with who are cops, I have not met a good cop yet. I've met good people who are cops. I've never met a good cop yet, because if you allow your fellow cops to fuck over the people that you're supposed to serve, you're not a good cop. And the only good cops that I see that were good cops, they get fired because they spoke up.
Or killed. Or killed.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We see how you feel about Blue Lives Matter. Now I know you support Black Lives Matter. Take it away.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I don't support the organization.
Okay.
The organization to me is a sham. The organization to me is it's this bullshit that our people go through. They give us leaders. Nigga, I ain't elect you. I didn't ask for you to come. They give us leaders. These gatekeepers. Every time we about to ride, every time we're about to go get something, every time we're about to stand up for our shit, they give us somebody that come in and push down the all the power we gain and all the anxiety and all the excitement and all of our rah-rah, we're about to go get our shit. They're sending in Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton. Hey, hold your horses. We're going to go talk about legislation, and ain't nothing happened.
We got Juneteenth.
Nigga, I'm celebrating that anyway. What the fuck do I need the government to give me Juneteenth for? Nigga, sign that anti-lynching bill. How about that? How the fuck does a white dude kill 6 Asian women? Then it turns around that it's black people that's against Asians, so we need to give them protection. What?
Oh
What?
yeah. How they blame that shit on the black people?
Boggles my mind.
Yeah.
Boggles my mind.
The only thing that we do against Asian people is that we fuck the shit out of their women. That's it.
No, Asian, and I'm not talking about all Asian.
I'm not
Our
riding
women,
with that.
Our women go into these beauty shops and they get their ass beat up by the store owners who think that they stealing and they not even stealing.
Oh,
Yet you're gonna blame us for it, saying that we did something when you instigate shit. But I digress. However, our women is spending billions of dollars on hair care products, and they should take ownership of the stores in the neighborhood. If you're talking about
that's in order for us to do that, you've got to want to own.
That's another
completely different subject.
That's a complete different subject, because Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black people need black people, and I'll explain why I put black in quotations. Black people need to own up to their own detriment also. Stop killing your brother. Stop killing your sister. Stop abusing your brother. Stop abusing your sister. And it ain't just men who abuse women. Women abuse men with their mouths.
Attitudes.
And calling the police on their brothers and sisters. Because let's look at it this way.
Then the situation turns and they end up getting killed.
I was just about to go there. If you look at a lot of the deaths that happen, it's a bitter bitch right behind them that started the whole fucking thing. How many times have you had a woman go start some shit and then go tell her brother about the situation too, and the brother come out to try to protect her honor, brother, husband,
cousins,
boyfriend, anybody that comes to try to protect their honor, and then gunplay happen for some bullshit.
Mm-hmm. And it was all just a big misunderstanding.
Big misunderstanding.
Because she wanted what she wanted when she wanted it, and she wasn't getting it.
How many men are put on child support because the woman mad because he moved on with his life? This is all abuse.
All of them.
This is all abuse. You know what I'm saying? And is there some deadbeat dudes out there? Yes. However,
that was 3.
Did the woman ask him Or did he say he didn't want children? You get what I'm saying? Did he say to you, I don't want kids, but you kept that kid anyway to trap it? And then when you didn't get what you wanted, you put him on child support.
All right, hold up. Wait.
I know that's
wait, because you getting into something that we could possibly talk about next week. That's a
what I'm saying.
Let's not give it up.
Okay, but what I'm saying is when we say Black Lives Matter in all aspects, Black Lives Matter. It ain't just about us killing each other. It's about destroying our lives.
About setting each other up, man.
Setting each other up. We are destroying each other.
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're saying. I get exactly what you're saying. So we set each other up on some bullshit, and then it's like we want to complain about the white man this and the white man that, but then when we don't get what we want to run straight to the white man for help.
Thank you.
And I'm not even trying to be racial or what's called with this, but that's how it is. That's how it is. These and it's mostly happening in relationships with the women, and that's how it is. I mean, look at all these, look at all these men, us black men, paying millions and millions of dollars in spousal support, stuff like that. You're right. You're absolutely right. Because they just want it because they think that they deserve it, and and it's the selfishness.
Don't you say another word. Don't you say another word. If y'all don't get back on to this Black Lives Matter and leave that subject, that is a doozy that we about to get into next week.
Right, so getting back on subject. Black Lives Matter as an organization is a bunch of bullshit because I read their mission statement when they first came in, and it had nothing to do with black men at all. At all. It was all about ruining the family structure. Now, as looking back at my ancestors, the family structure was what was strong that kept us together. That's what helped build Black Wall Street. And you're gonna take the power structure from us? That's what your goal was?
Can you elaborate on that?
Well, they said they were getting rid of the Western family structure. So the Western family structure is something that helped build the Black community. That's why you had grandma.
Man is head of household, man, woman, child. That's the structure that actually made us strong, that actually helped build Black Wall Street. And the reason that it crashed was because they took the men out of the homes. Put them in jail.
That's why in the 1980s,
got them hooked on drugs, stuff like that.
You had the crack era, which Blue Lives Matter helped put crack in the neighborhoods. Then you had taken the men from the homes due to welfare, because the man couldn't be in the home in order for the Black women to get welfare. So the Black women chose money over the man. This is all historical. I didn't make this up. It's not coming from me, but this is what happened. But we don't want to deal with it. Why? Because it's a certain thing called accountability. Nobody wants accountability for what they did. Men have to take accountability for leaving. We didn't fight for our families. So that's what we got to take accountability for. Women got to take accountability for putting the man out of the house. Bro, we both gotta come to the table and talk about this, but we don't want to, because we don't want to be held accountable for our part in the whole thing. Yeah, we could always blame the government. We could always do that. But, however, we can always do that. However, we need to look at ourselves and see what we did. That's the only way we grow. There was an experiment in Russia. They were doing it. They were doing this experiment. I forgot the name of the experiment, but I know the experiment well. They had 5 dogs. They put them in this cage. They locked the cage and they shocked the dogs. They kept shocking the dogs, to where the dogs didn't even react. They opened the cage. It was wide open. They put 4 new dogs in there. And they kept one of the dogs that they continually shocked. And they shocked all of them. And all 4 dogs, the 4 new dogs left. The dog that was shocked, even though the cage is open, stayed in there. I seriously think that's what they did to most people in these ghettos. You can get out, but you refuse to because you think you're selling out. You think you're doing something. No, let's go build a better community. Get out them fucking ghettos that they gave us. Let's go build our own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But let's get back to Black Lives Matter. I'm sorry, because it's so much wrong with this organization. They ain't did nothing. They took all them donations for money. They did nothing for the neighborhoods. Nothing. Name me one Black person they sponsored. Name them.
I can name you a person that Kanye West sponsored.
That's Kanye West. I'm talking about Black Lives Matter. They did nothing. All they do is get up and rah so people can donate to them. And most of their donations go to Democrats.
That I believe.
And it's written. It's written. You can research it. Follow the money. Follow where the money goes. Because it doesn't go to no organization in Black neighborhoods. And let me get on to what I was saying about reason why I say Black. I don't usually use the word Black, and the only reason I don't use it, one, I'm not a crayon. That's first and foremost. I'm not a crayon. And then 2, in law, you want to know why you keep losing? In law, Black is dead to the law. So therefore, how does a dead person or dead entity get any rights?
They don't.
You can't. A dead thing cannot get rights. That's why you're not going to get reparations. That's why they treat you like shit. That's why you didn't get a law before Asian people, because you know what Asian people have? A nationality. What's your nationality? You get what I'm saying? This is far beyond a lot of things. What is your nationality? I see Black caucus, the Black this, the Black this. What is your nationality? When are they gonna bring your nationality so the people can be in a proper standing? This is law, man. And if this is a world that's ran by laws, then we as people need to start invoking laws. This is why we losing, man. We losing because we keep approaching it the same fucking way.
Expect a different result.
It's insanity to me.
Insanity.
We have so many people that are winning, but yet they are raised to not even be for their people. Look at all the sports, these entertainers. People look at these entertainers thinking that they're gonna do something for them. You mean to tell me you gonna put faith in, and I'm gonna say his name, Lil Wayne? You gonna put faith in him that he's gonna help you out? Motherfucker on drugs half the time. And I'm not downing the brother. I'm just saying this is the reality of it. You had Black Lives Matter started by three lesbian women. I don't care about your sexual preference. That's your private, personal thing. I don't care about it. I don't care who you are. I don't care. how you do it. I got homies. I don't know their sexual preference. I don't need to know. That don't matter. It's the character. It's your character. And those three women did not have character at all. And it showed when the woman took the money that she had and bought houses, did nothing for the people that she said lives matter. Her life matter. That's it. That's all she was worried about. And then she was a Marxist. A lot of people don't know what Marxist is. Marxist is the first stage to communism, which means I'm going to take all your stuff and distribute it how I want to distribute it as the government. No matter how hard you work for it.
Oh, that sounds like marriage.
Nah, if that sounds like marriage, dog, you in the wrong business. You in the wrong business. Woo!
Take all your stuff and distribute how
Well, I could say that's
like,
when
me.
I could say that's when the man is divorce raped. I can't say the R word, so raped.
Yeah.
When you divorce raped, the government helps them take all your resources.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know who knows about that?
Me.
Dr. Dre.
Me.
Dr. Dre.
Shit. Me too.
Well, bruh.
But Black Lives Matter. I always go out on a tangent. Oh, Jesus, what happened?
But what you say is true, though, man. It's hey.
Y'all still hear me, huh? My camera went out.
Yeah, we still hear you.
Still hear you. Keep talking.
Yeah, my camera went out. But anyway, when it comes to Black Lives Matter, organization, no. I'm across the board with our people lives matter. As far as that organization, I think that organization was given to us and it's a bunch of BS. Hold on, man. I don't know what happened here. Anyway, I think that organization went against us and did more detriment to our people than
help.
Yeah, it didn't help at all. And they still ain't help. And they only wait for conflict to happen to even get started to help us out and do anything.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah,
it's gotta be some type of conflict for them to come forward and, finally I say do something loosely, but to finally come out of their cave.
Yeah.
It takes something huge when it should be a 365 type of movement.
Yep. It should be.
I agree.
It should be. But it isn't. Matter of fact, it's the last thing you heard about Black Lives Matter, Jack.
To be honest with you, I can't even really think of an event. Me either. I'm trying to think I'm trying to think of one.
Yeah, it was a bunch of garbage. They're a bunch of garbage.
Can't think of one. I'm trying. Yeah. Well, there you have it.
I mean, the message was strong. The message that was being broadcasted was strong and was great, and was pulling us together and stuff like that. Like I say, I don't know how deep it goes into that. Cedric more knowledgeable over that than I am, but the message part is the part that I've been pretty much receiving and I've been distributing.
I mean, if as far as a message, not coming across as something that could actually be great, but not very famous message that we've all heard for the past 4.5 years. make America great again.
Bunch of bullshit.
But when you hear it, us being prior military, right? Us being prior military, get into your military mind and tell me that that's something that may not motivate you. Like, okay, you're gonna make America great again. Okay. Now, as a black person, I'm thinking again, what do you mean? When was America? Completely different subject. You said again. Okay, you can take that for face value, but yeah, it was a great message, right? But
well, that's kind of what they mean by the devil's in the details when you start asking questions about what are you saying, you know, because everybody's life is not a slogan. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So what are you saying?
Was it not great when Obama was president? That's what.
No, it wasn't. No.
It depends on who you ask.
Yeah. No.
It depends on, because there are people out there that say Obama was the greatest president to ever live, and they mean it.
Yes,
and they mean it.
And then this is what I say: the devil's in the details. Why?
And
how was he great?
Well, depend. Well, said it depends on who you ask. See what I'm saying?
And then you got a lot of people that say Trump was the greatest president.
Exactly.
Ever.
And it depends on who you ask.
Right.
Exactly.
Then, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. They'll say he was the greatest. How? What did he do?
Because he helped the gay. Oh, he did a lot for the gay community. Get the LGBT community. Obama did. You know, Obama. Oh, yeah. Right. So if you ask somebody from that community, they will tell you that. That's their reason. But
that's what I'm saying.
We as black people expected Obama to come in and spearhead the black agenda. That's what we expected because, you know, during his campaign, that's what he said. So we expected him to do that.
I can tell you this though. Trump came in and spearhead the white agenda. Bam.
But he didn't come in. He didn't come in and spearhead the white agenda. He came in and said, "Make America great again." Now, when he got in, ta-da!
And that's but what Trump did is the normal for every president that ever existed. That's how they work. They do things for their community, their people, and not everyone else. They may give little trinkets. Dog, you know the last time black people got anything? 1968. The Civil Rights Act.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
Okay,
what Juneteenth.
We got Juneteenth. Come on, man. That just happened.
You're not just gonna skate past
Juneteenth.
We got a day.
So hold on.
And it's a federal holiday, so we get a day off.
Everybody gets to join in on that day, right? But can we join in on the Asian Protection Act?
Yeah,
we cannot.
Oh, right.
We cannot.
That's what I'm saying.
You called me on that one. I was about to say. I thought you were gonna say an Asian holiday. I was gonna say, hell yeah, we could join in on the Asian holiday.
We didn't get shit.
We
ain't get shit. So
everybody
that's
got something on our back.
That's what that's my point, is that we don't have a code of ethics. What is our code of ethics? What is our code to move as a unit? Everybody is out for themselves, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's out for themselves. And dog, we're going extinct. People don't even realize it. We're going extinct.
Nah, we ain't going extinct, man.
Oh, okay.
As long as these white women out here. There's gonna be some melanin. Might be a little diluted, but there's gonna be some melanin out here as long as these white women is out here.
Well, I'm talking about brothers and sisters being together.
I can't speak on that. Because we either getting the police called on us, or child support taking all our money, so we can't support ourselves, so we have to resort to other means to make money.
White
Bro,
woman.
there,
Oh, my bad.
bro, there are actual video. There's actual videos of a dude videotaping his woman as she's laying on the ground screaming in front of their kids. And he's like, what are you doing? Oh, he's beating me on the phone with the police, talking about he's hitting her. And he's like 10 feet away from her, filming her, like, I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't touched you.
I'm
But
telling you,
is
they've
it-
they've weaponized the police. I mean, hey,
And then let me ask
only
let me,
America.
let me ask you this serious question. And this is a question that I heard Kevin Samuels say. I'm gonna bring him up. And this is a question I heard him say. Are our women for us? Like Asian women are for Asian men. You know that. You know that white women are what for white men. You know that. You know Hispanic men are for Hispanic women. I mean, Hispanic women are for Hispanic men. You know that. Are our women for us? Because they sure be talking shit about us.
I got the answer to that. Tune in next week and you'll
Boom.
be
Boom. We're not giving every man.
All right,
please.
all
You
right,
got
Tune
to
in
come
next week.
All
And
right,
you'll be able to
week.
find out what the answer is.
and get into
All
the
right.
shits. We're not giving them everything this week said.
All right, people. Look,
This ain't no potluck.
look, I know I said something that probably disrupt you, and I got a little bit perturbed talking about blue lives and black lives because I think both of them are a bunch of bullshit.
Stop talking about the Smurfs like that, man. I keep telling you.
Both
don't be disrespecting them.
organizations are a bunch of bullshit.
Watch out for avatars, man. Tell you, keep disrespecting.
Yeah, fuck them too.
Zoe Zendaya like that. It's gonna be a problem.
Shouts out to Nebula. Go ahead.
Yeah, fuck her too. Anyway, I take your feelings, take everything you said, ball it up. And you know what? Give me a second.
He about to get a rubber. He about to go get some light skin shit.
He probably got a mimosa with a strawberry.
Oh, he got a basketball.
He got a basketball.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have
Ah.
air in it. Think how clean that
got
basketball
air,
is. He never
boy.
used it.
That boy, that got air, boy.
Never used it. Never used it. Brand new.
That ball ain't got no miles on it.
Shit, boy.
That hell ball got all the tread on it.
All right. So when we meet up next time, we going to the park.
I got a park right around it. Me and Jack have already been to it.
Go.
Right around the corner from the crib.
You don't want that smoke. You don't want that smoke.
You don't want these J's.
Hey, we will put it on tape.
Oh, and
Yeah.
just in case. Oh, and just in case certain people are watching that may be watching, I don't necessarily go out there and play basketball. I just stand and shoot because my back.
My back.
He referee. He referee to the 1-on-1 that me and said gonna run.
There you go.
All right.
So
All right.
what you gonna
What do
do?
you want?
Let's do
So
that.
so what
Let's
you gonna
do
do with
that.
their feelings, man?
So today, I'm gonna go Kevin Garnett. I'm gonna dunk on your ass.
I was hoping you didn't throw the basketball and it came back and hit you in the head. That
Well,
shit
first
was
of all, he wasn't gonna
funny.
throw that basketball because he didn't want to hear some in the background. Don't be bouncing that ball in my house. That's
Look.
all he gonna get.
I'm not trying to fight today.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's your boy Jack Anthony, and I already know y'all ain't gonna like what I had to say, but who gives a shit? What was that hashtag said?
They,
God damn it.
they ass. What'd you say? They
Straight
straight
ass.
ass.
They straight ass.
They straight ass.
So if you don't like what I had to say, hashtag straight ass. You straight ass. But like I say, take you down to Burger King, get your freshly thick chocolate shake with a coffee stir straw so you can suck that shit the fuck up. Because by the time you get done,
You forget why you mad at us by the time you done.
tell me what you mad for.
Hey.
Be mad at that coffee.
And it is your boy Sean DeVoy, one part of this No Apologies movement. Like to thank everybody for tuning in. And of course, if I hurt your feelings, if I said anything that offended you, from my family to yours, sucks.
And so we got a lot of good topics that's coming up.
Oh man,
we're gonna hit you guys with some real stuff this season. First one was real fun. This one was a little bit rocky.
we had to get into it. But sometimes we gotta,
Yeah, we got some other ones that's coming. We got to get into this relationship shit with us.